Welcome back, guys. I'm back with another video. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to draw some of the muscles on this Captain America right here. So after I do that, I'm going to be speeding through the rest of the drawing process. And I'm also going to be sharing some of the tools I use with you guys. So let's get into that. So what I'm going to be using to draw this on is an 11 by 17 comic art board. Right now, the brand I'm using is Blam. These Blam comic art boards are pretty good. They were sent to me by my friend on Instagram. So you take a look. It has all those blue lines, and it's really nice to draw on. I'll definitely recommend that. And for my pencil, I'm gonna be using the Staedtler 2mm lead holder, and I always use 2H lead. And then I'm gonna have my kneaded eraser. I'm gonna have a regular black eraser, and I really like this electric eraser for erasing small details. So that's about it. Alright, let's get started. So as usual, I have my basic figures sketched in right here. So I'm going to be explaining some of the anatomy starting with the legs. So here are some anatomical references which I drew before this video. And looking at the leg, there are 3 major muscles at the top of the leg. There's one right here, one over here, and one right here. So I'm gonna draw those in for the leg real quick. So they're just gonna be coming right down over here, and there's gonna be more muscles extending over here. So the hip's gonna be right around here. So we'll start with this leg. So for this leg, we have one muscle right around there, the middle one coming over, and then one right down there. So right there, we have all 3 of the muscles drawn in, and we're gonna go ahead and draw these muscles right here. So just a couple of lines extending over. So here, that doesn't look quite right over there. So you've got your basic muscles blocked in right there. Let me make a few more adjustments. That looks about right. Then the knee's gonna go right around there. So there's these muscles right here, and then the knee's right there. So got this leg done. Now we'll move over to the other leg right here. So the muscles come around here. So we'll start out by drawing the one on the side. So I'm gonna place the knee right here. So one muscle on the side. The muscle down the middle. And the last muscle on the side. And now we're gonna go ahead and draw these muscles over here again. So I got some coming out over here, and that's about it. So now that I've got the legs in, I'm gonna draw in the arm for Captain America. So I'll go back to my references right here. So for this arm right here, we're gonna be drawing this portion right here. So now that I'm done drawing the legs, I'm gonna move on to the arms. So I'm just gonna go back to my references I did earlier. I have muscles over here, and then what's gonna happen is the arms gonna look different. The forearms are gonna look different depending on where the hand is turned. So if the hand is just going straight down at its side like that, the muscles are gonna come right down over here. It's gonna be near the base of the thumb. But once you turn the hand over, the muscles are gonna turn with it. So I need to keep that in mind. So for this hand right here, the hand is somewhat turned, so it's gonna look more like this picture. So we're gonna start out by drawing the big muscle right here. So his arm is gonna look kind of like that. Elbows right around there. So I'm gonna have the big muscle wrapping around over there. Gonna have next muscle coming around like that. Then he's gonna have a few muscles coming just straight down over here. Straight down. And then and that should be good over there. So now we're gonna move on to the anatomy of the other forearm. So looking at this real quick, you can see that there are going to be muscles coming down right here, and the bicep over here connects right here. So I'll draw this in. That's the line for the shield. And his arm's going to be slightly going backwards, so his shoulder is going to be over here, his biceps going to be tucked in right down here, and those muscles that are coming up are going to come up from down here, so it's going to look like that. And he's going to have gloves on just like the other hand, so I'm gonna make it go farther out over here, show that he has gloves on, and drawn his hands. thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you guys found it helpful, make sure you hit that like button. And as usual, if you guys have any questions or suggestions for upcoming videos, make sure you leave a comment down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.